Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the Rising reading. Grand Rising. Hi, Kev. Grand Rising. Oh, thank you all so much for the likes. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. They're going to let more people know that I'm live now. Thank you. I appreciate it. And for the rising reading, I always like to start these readings with us focusing on our breathing. Just join me to take a couple deep breaths just to kind of relax our shoulders and expand our awareness. So if I could have you just take a deep breath with me, a big Grand Rising. Doesn't that feel amazing? Oh, all right, I'm excited. I'm kind of biased though. I'm always excited whenever I'm doing tarot. Oh, I'm glad, Kev. Thank you. So this is my lovely singing bowl. That was a gift from my lovely mother. And I do not call her my mother. That's my mama. Anyway. I'm going to ring the bowl 3 times. So I'm going to ding 1 time for us. For being here, for being awakened, for being aware. Thank you. And I'm going to ding once for our family, friends, loved ones, lovers, pets. Thank you. And last but definitely, certainly not least, one for spirit, our source, our God, our spirit guides, and our ancestors, the non-physical energy that is present among us. That's awesome. All right, everybody. Well, I'll say this again. Welcome to the Rising Reading with Goddess Ceion. I am actually going to be changing my name of my live stream from the Rising Reading to the Daily Vibe. I have not yet done the artwork for it, but you'll see it soon. Well, I haven't released it, but you all will see it soon. So once I start doing that, don't think that it's something different from this. It's just a different name, but the vibe is still the same. Okay? So for the rising reading, or the daily vibe is what I'm going to refer to it as now. For the daily vibe, I'm going to read 1 tarot card from my tarot deck, 1 oracle card from my Soul's Journey Lessons card deck, and 1 oracle card from my Dream Oracle deck. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. What time is it? Yeah, I'll go ahead and get started with shuffling my tarot deck. You may hear me mumbling. I say a prayer before I do tarot because my tarot cards are a tool that I use to share my gift with the world. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the likes. I truly appreciate it. I want y'all to do me a favor while y'all here. Hey, happy Thursday, daughter of Zion. I want y'all to do me a favor. Let me know where y'all from. Drop it in the chat. Where y'all from? I'm from New Orleans. I'm a New Orleans girl. Let me know who we have in the house. Texas. I don't know if you were in here yesterday, but I went on a whole spiel about my love for Texas. I just love Texas. We have a never-ending love story. All right, Phoenix. Where's Williamston? That sounds like that's in one of the Carolinas. What that said? Hey, LA in the house. If the Lord say the same, I'll be there this year. All right, DC. If the Lord say the same, I'll be there for brunch. I heard it's lit. Now, I never heard of it, but that just sounded like something that would be from one of the Carolinas. I'll tell y'all something funny. I started working this job and we had to do this training for the state of North Carolina. And I couldn't get Petey Pablo out my head. I don't know. That's what I tied to North Carolina, but I like North Carolina. Every person I've ever met from there has been a total sweetheart. Oh my God. Okay. Definitely. Prayers for you, Justin, for Aaliyah. Or yeah, that definitely looks like it's going to be pronounced as Aaliyah. I'll definitely say a prayer for you today once I do my night prayers. I've already done my morning prayers, my rising prayers, but not Michelle. If he texts you today, give him my number too. tell him text me too. He's a nice person. I want to get to know him as well. I'm not about to be playing. Okay, y'all, let me get to this shuffle. But thank you again, everybody, for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate your energy. Thank you for your positive energy. Leave your negative energy leave it in the dirt somewhere, because I don't bring it over here. We only attracting positive energy into our lives, so we're only going to recognize positive energy. So if you feel like in your spirit and your intuitive feelings that person is going to come back to you, that person is going to call you, listen to your intuition, because that's what's better going to answer your question than these cards. But I'm still going to use these cards to give you a collective message today, just to let you know what the daily vibe is. So here we go. Thank you, Father God. Thank you, Mother Goddess, for this amazing gift. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Ancestors. Thank you, Tarot Guides. Thank you for this amazing gift. Thank you for allowing me to share my amazing gift with the world. Thank you for allowing me to share this gift with my world. Thank you for allowing me to share this gift with the collective. May these readings bring somebody peace and joy today. I want to say this part out loud, because I also add this in. May this reading spark joy for the collective today. Ooh, okay. Maybe. So that's that. It flew out. We're going to take that one today. Usually I don't take flyouts, because 8 cards be flying out at once, and I don't want that. But this one came right on out, so we're going to take that message for today. And then we're going to shuffle our soul's journeys. I'm going to shuffle this one a little bit more. Honesty. Okay. I'm feeling good already about this reading. I'm 2 cards out and I already feel good. 2 cards out and I already feel good. Thank you for the God. Thank you for the God. Thank you for allowing me to share my gift. Thank you for allowing me to share my gift. Try. Make this reading spark joy. Make this reading spark freedom for someone. Make this reading inspire someone to live their best life. We shall Yeah, I like the daily vibe today. I'm here for the vibes today. Ooh, let me make sure I'm good before we get into it. Hey, Queen. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Now, I set a goal for today. Let me see. Did I set a goal? Yeah, I set a goal for today. So if this reading sparks joy or you're feeling inspired, y'all do y'all thing. Make sure y'all like the video for me. All right, everybody. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm looking at the time, but I'm not trying to speed y'all. Time is like one of the my least favorite things about the human experience, because it makes you feel like you gotta rush all the time, and I don't like having a rush. I like to move how I like to move and go at my own pace and go with my flow. You feel me? But this is the time space reality, I guess you could say, that we all decided to come through and see what's up, see how we could spark joy, see how we could spread love, see how we could live with intention. So certain things we just gotta say, you know what, this is a societal norm, so let's get with it. So anyway, I was about to get into a whole thing about time. We'll get into that on a different video. But anyway, welcome to the Daily Vibe, everybody. The name is at the top is still going to say the Rising Reading, but I think that this should be, I think that the Daily Vibe is more of a fit for what I am doing. And also, I don't wake up early enough for this to be like a rising read, because I ain't reading y'all at 4 a.m. That's just not happening. But I like y'all a lot, so I'm glad that y'all are here with me at this time, in this space, in this reality. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing my live too. I appreciate it. I've seen that come up a couple times, so thank you. So we'll go ahead and get started with the reading. Our tarot card for today is the 8 of Swords. So when you see the 8 of Swords, you see that she's in bondage, right? And this more so when I see this card and I feel this card, I don't think this is the fun kind of bondage. I think that this is more like mental bond. I can't believe I just said that. Oh my gosh. I think this is more like mental bondage, right? Mental entrapment. So you may be feeling trapped. You may be feeling restricted. You may be feeling like your back is up against a wall, like something has you backed into a corner. And this could have you in the energy of fear and anxiety, right? In which we all know that anxiety is just underlying fear. So it's something that you may be afraid of happening, but that is you're allowing whatever that fear is before you even try it. You're allowing it to make you feel like you in prison, like you punished or something. You in a time out, like your mama told you, you being bad, go sit in a corner, right? Sometimes the universe will tell you, you being bad, go sit in a corner, but it's never going to be this energy. When the universe tell you, go sit in a corner, it's not going to be the 8 of Swords card. This is personal. This is personal. This is something that you are either feeling, or you could definitely be experiencing it. Like you definitely can. Don't think that I'm saying these words and I'm trying to downplay your feelings, because you are feeling it, right? This is feeling hopeless. This is feeling helpless. This is feeling like you're dealing with a lot of drama. Like every time you turn around, it's like a crisis and you just can't get out. Like you just can't see how to get out of whatever this is. And because I don't want to get ahead of myself. But because you may be feeling like this, you also have to remember that whenever we are feeling like we are backed into a corner, or we are up against a wall, or we can't, or we feel restricted, we have to stop, breathe, number one, and look around and see what else is out there. What is it that's out there? Because there's something out there that can help me out of this. So these feelings, and again, I've been here before, so I definitely understand feeling like this. But whenever I have felt like this, one of the techniques that I learned is take a look around you on the things that you are feeling anxious about. What are you scared of? What potential outcome is giving you the greatest fear? Write that down. And then think about if you were to flip that from that negative, scared energy to a more positive, thriving energy, where you're going to say, I can get out of this. I can't see it right now, but I know I can get out of this. Because if you believe it, it's going to happen. That's if you believe it, it's going to happen. So that's why you have to try your best not to allow the fear to set in. The fear is going to come. We humans, we going to be scared sometimes. It's just going to happen. There's no way around that. The only way around feeling fear or feeling emotions is to cut your emotions off, and that's no way to live. That's not fully enjoying and fully evolving and fully unfolding in the human experience by doing that. That's not what you're doing. So when you are feeling like this, it's like, okay, I'll say this, like, say for instance, like I said, if you are feeling anxious about something, it's fear under there. We've acknowledged that. We'll take that and write that down. We acknowledge that. Okay. So now I want to think about, why am I so afraid? Like, what am I afraid of coming up? Like, some people, if you, like, say for instance, you were skating, right? Roller skating, and you fell down and you got hurt. Maybe you hurt maybe I'll use the example from my sister. My sister was roller skating one time, and she fell, she broke her leg. Instead of her seeing skates once she had healed, instead of her seeing, like, being afraid that would happen again, instead of her carrying that negative memory with her of her breaking her leg, she remembered, no, I love skating. I love skating. Skating is so much fun. I'm really enjoying it. Right? So you want to turn that kind of fear and look at it in a positive light. So what is it that you are afraid of happening? And think about a positive outcome. Right? You want to focus on the positive, so that way that's what you're attracting. If you're focusing on the fear, then you're going to stay stuck where you are, because you're afraid to move forward. You're afraid to go into battle. You're afraid to release. You're afraid to be vulnerable to people, to tell people what it is that you need. You're afraid of someone knowing really how you truly feel. You're afraid of people knowing who you really are. You're afraid of people really seeing you. Why? So you kind of got to work on the why, so that way you're not feeling trapped anymore. But you have to be honest with yourself about what it is that you are actually feeling when you think, okay, if I feel like I'm trapped in a corner, bills piling up, I don't like my job, I feel like I don't know how much longer I can take this, I feel like I can't get a promotion, I feel like I can't move to a new spot or move to a new job. And you can. What's holding you back? For all of the things that you have the fear about, and you feel like it's something that you can't do, write it down. Write what the thing down is. Right? And you know yourself. You know what your strengths are. You know what your weaknesses are. So what are your strengths? If you could always figure out a way to get out of something, or figure out a way to make something happen for you, which we don't really, anyway, never mind. Or make something happen for you. If you can definitely turn this around. And like for her on this card, I heard a tarot reader say this before. I like tarot a lot. So this is like a hobby and something that fascinates me. So I watch other people tarot readings also, because I like to hear what they say about their cards, especially intuitive readers like myself. And I heard this one guy say, her on this card, this is self-imposed bondage. Like I said, not the fun kind of bondage. This is self-imposed. This is mental bondage. This is spiritual bondage. This is physical bondage, and not in a good way. She has 8 swords around her. She has 8 swords around her. She could either turn to the side a little bit and cut that little string off her hands, freeing her, and then untying that around her eyes and getting free. And then, right? She'll be free from from this entrapment. And then you see how back here there's these castles and things, and the path that she could take to get to this castle. What's keeping you in bondage that's keeping you from your castle? What's your mindset looking like when you think about your goals? What is your mindset looking like when you're thinking about your dreams? What's your mindset? Is it a positive mindset, or are you going to it optimistically, or are you going into it pessimistically? Because when you trying to make your dreams come true, you're trying to be the best version of yourself, you're trying to enjoy your unfolding, you don't want pessimism nowhere around that. You want optimism. You want to always know that you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're not backed into a wall. Whenever you feel like you backed into a wall, y'all, always remember now you got a full view, because you in the corner. You can see the whole room now. If I stand in this corner right here, I'm going to be able to see everything in my bedroom. If I stand in this corner right here. So if I'm backed into a corner, the most positive thing about that is that I can see the whole room. I can see the bigger picture. So that's why I said sometimes spirit will tell you, you need a timeout, go sit in a corner. It's never for punishment. It's always for your betterment. Because now you have the room to see. You could see that mountain that you thought was a mountain was just a molehill. You can see it. So sometimes we hold ourselves back. Sometimes we block our own blessings. And it's not intentional. It's not always intentional. You don't really know what you're doing until you realize that that's what you was doing. But it happens, and it's a part of the human experience. But as long as you're aware that it does happen, and you acknowledge the fact that I got this, I can get through this. I'm a powerful co-creator. I'm a powerful manifester. With God, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. We all have a soul, and we can align that soul with the goals and dreams and what we want and what we want and what we want and what we want. And what we want. I'm going to say it again. And what we want. We can have, do, and be whatever we want. But we have to remember that and stop allowing ourselves to get caught up in these mental struggles and things of that nature. I'm telling y'all, for people who may be like, if you were ever diagnosed with anxiety or depression, you may not recognize it now, but if you do the work to heal it, you'll recognize, wait, this was self-inflicting. You're not intentionally doing it. Nobody means to intentionally hurt themselves or hold themselves back. But that fear that's in there, it will stop you. It will hold you back every single time. So that's why you have to release that fear. Whatever you believe is going to happen is going to happen. You got to trust yourself. And you got to trust that you can save you. Because nobody else ain't come to save you. I mean, God going to be there, but that's not a body. That's more of an energy. Nobody's coming to save you. So you can do the work and you can unbound yourself. You could get the clarity that you need to release that fear, because that's what it is. It's fear. And you can release that. You don't have to have a negative attitude about it. Have a positive attitude about it. You ever heard the song Shackles by Mary Mary? Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. Take them shackles off your feet so you can dance, and you better cut up. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So if you are feeling hopeless, helpless, powerless, you feeling like you being persecuted, you feel like somebody trying to silence you, you feel like you may be being censored, don't focus on that. Don't focus on that, because you have the right to turn that around. If you're feeling hopeless, you have an affirmation: I am hopeful. Every single day, I am hopeful. You feeling helpless? Go help somebody. You be helpful, and people will start helping you. We the best thing you can have in this world is a community. Best thing you can have is a community, because when you're feeling helpless, somebody can come through and help you. If you allow it, if you release resistance, if you release it, release resistance, release bondage, release it. You feel like you're being silenced? Talk louder. Keep talking. Don't let nobody shut you up. Debo died. Ain't nobody gonna shut you up. Okay? If you feeling powerless, you gotta claim, I'm powerful. I'm a powerful manifester. I got the Midas touch. I can have, do, and be whatever I want. You're not powerless unless you believe that, unless you claim that. I'm not claiming that. It's a lot of things that I'm telling y'all, start claiming it in your life and watch it comes forward. But you got to release that bound mindset. You got to release that bound mindset. You got to release that fear. Okay? Now, that's our tarot card for today. I'm going to now read my alarm may go off in a minute, y'all. Literally, it's going to go off in a minute. Now I'll read the Soul's Journey lesson card, which for today is honesty. And it reads, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can't expect it from myself. I'm going to read it again. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can't expect it from myself. And you can. The only person that you should never tell a lie to, I don't care about nobody else, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. And guess what? When you in this energy here, you lying to yourself. You're not bound. There's always going to be a way out. Everything is always going to be okay if you believe that it's always going to be okay. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about what you want. Be honest with yourself about who you are. Be honest with yourself about where you are. Be honest with yourself. Everybody, and the thing is, I watched this show yesterday on Peacock called Angeline. Beautiful show. Wonderful job, Peacock. I loved it. I wanted more. I loved it. Angeline was the Billboard queen of Hollywood. And what I disliked about it was that, this is just me. I just disliked the fact that nobody didn't want to see how she was seeing. Everybody wanted to focus on her past and where she came from and who she is, when she was sitting there telling y'all the whole time, I'm a loving energy. I'm a powerful, powerful sex goddess energy. No, that's not what she said. She said, I am a powerful sex goddess presence. That's what she said. She was always in the now, worrying about now, who you are now, what you are now, what you doing now, where you at now. And I really, really liked that. I loved her mindset. And it's like, people kept lying to her and trying to find dirt on her. And to her, that was a betrayal. And the thing is, she explained that to them. Like, don't worry about that. And they still was worrying about it. So she couldn't expect the truth from them, but she always expected the truth from herself. If she said that she was no longer the person that she was, that they wanted to know about, then she not that person no more. And nobody should expect her to continue on living an identity that she doesn't want to be, because she reinvented herself. She told the truth about herself. That woman who she was before still lived inside of her, but she knew exactly what she wanted. She knew exactly who she wanted to be. She always knew what she wanted, and she always got what she wanted. She moved positively, and she knew what she wanted, and she told the truth. That and not in one part of that docuseries that I watched did she lie to anybody about who she was or what she was doing. Never. So if y'all haven't watched it, go watch it. It is really good, especially if you're a manifesting girly like myself. Girl, go watch it. So many clips y'all gonna see later on my TikTok. But anyway, that's our card for today for the Soul's Journey lesson card. Our dream oracle card for today is gonna be airplane. Spread your wings and fly high. Look at how that tied in together, right? First, you're going from bondage, being honest with yourself about who you are, and what you want. So get on the airplane, spread your wings and fly. Okay? Butterfly is what I would have put on here instead of airplane, but that's just because, Mariah Carey, girl, that's the jam, that's a bop. But anyway, spread your wings and fly. You do not have to stay in this energy. You don't have to stay down here. This is low vibrational. You do not have to stay in this negative energy. You don't have to. Every single day, if you wake up and you try to have a positive mindset, you will. You will. Every day, if you try to have a positive mindset, you will. Every single day. Now, I'm going to share something with you all that I created that helped me when I decided that I like positive energy. I like being in positive energy. I like feeling positive. No, let me rephrase that. I love positive energy. I love positive thinking. I love being around positive people. And I always want to be in that energy. And this is not to say bad things won't happen or I won't experience negativity, but it's that I don't have to pay attention to that if I don't want to. So if I don't want to, then I can continue on always being positive with everyone. I could always continue being positive with everyone. And I can be positive every day. So in order for me to do that, I created this workbook. It's called the Self-Check Workbook. It is available on my Amazon store. And every single day, it's a work page. It depends on how you want to do it, every day, every week, whatever. I do every day, so that's why I bought it, and that's why it says daily. I created it to say exactly that. And it's just a workbook page. And the way that I stay in a positive mindset and the way that I was able to release myself from the bondage was to, number one, start keeping note of what I'm grateful for. The more you write down what you're grateful for, not only are you going to get more of that, but you're going to get more things. You'll attract more, right? And then an affirmation, because daily affirmations work for me. You can use this, how I felt today, because your emotions are important and your emotions are valid, and it's wise to keep track of them. What I want to remember about today. Whatever good thing may have happened, and I want to remember it moving forward, because it's now a positive aspect in my life. And whenever I'm feeling down or I'm feeling sad, I can look back on my daily checkbook and I can say, oh yeah, I remember the day that happened. And then allow that to spark joy into my life, right? And then this next part is, what was the best thing about today? Those two things can be different. That's the reason why I still decided to do both of them, because even though this is what you want to remember, it may not have been the super best thing that happened overall in the day. And then you can just keep note of what you did do today as far as your to-do list, and then the things that you ate, because that also affects our feelings and our positive mindset. If you eat low and I can't believe I'm about to say this. Stormy was not wrong in her message. The delivery just was not. The delivery was more frowned upon, if anything. But Stormy wasn't wrong. When you eat low vibrational food, you feel low vibrational. You feel heavy. You feel stuck. You feel disgusted, and then you rank your day. So this book is available on my Amazon, in my Amazon store. Search Goddess Ceion, and all of my books and journals are gonna come up. So this does conclude the end of our reading for today, but I am going to go over our affirmations Before I close up the live, let me just pull up our weekly affirmations. And I post these weekly affirmations every week on Instagram, and then I share them over across all of my social media accounts, and I share them every day daily because I want you to read them every day. So this week, our weekly affirmations are: I am surrounded by caring and supportive people. Everything I desire is already mine. My opinions and needs are valid and important. All right. So the message for today, I'm going to go over it one more time, and then I'm going to give your daily affirmation, and I'll let y'all go because it's almost 10 o'clock and baby sister got to go to work. Overall, for the reading, the vibe for today is: if you are feeling like you are bound personally, mentally, emotionally, it's time for you to start unraveling that. Be honest with yourself about what you want, who you are, and where you are. Understand that your truth and somebody else's truth is going to look different because we are all unique beings. We are all divine, unique emanations of Source, of God, of Allah, whoever you pray to. That's even going to be different for each and every one of us. So there's also that. And then airplane, the message is to spread your wings and fly. Once you release yourself from this bondage, you can fly. You can fly. You can rise. You can you can elevate in vibration. And when we elevate in vibration, we can manifest anything that we want. Like that. Like the more you heal, the more your vibration raises, the quicker you'll be in alignment with the things that you want. So that's why I say we have to release ourselves from this bondage. Be honest with ourselves about what this bondage even is. If it's mental bondage, why are you feeling depressed? What are you feeling fearful about? What's happening? What's going on? It's time to journal it. Be honest with yourself about where you are, who you are, and what you want, and where you want to go. And then take a leap of faith. Spread your wings and fly. So that's that. And as always, I'm going to leave you all with the I Am affirmation. This is another book that I created, and it is available on Amazon. And I am a true believer in this, so I had to make sure I put this in my book. There's power in I am. On your self-love journey, say these affirmations in the mirror out loud daily. So now I'm going to just pick a affirmation, and we're going to be out. Oh, here we go. I am optimistic. The affirmation for today is I am optimistic. I am optimistic. Claim it. Say it out loud. Say it with your chest. I am optimistic, and mean it. And if you can say this in the mirror, it'll make you feel even better. It'll truly make you feel it. Okay? You have to truly feel it. Allow yourself to feel the optimism. Be optimistic about your dreams. Be optimistic about your goals. Be optimistic about your romantic relationships. Be optimistic about your friendships. Be optimistic about your family ties. Be optimistic. You are optimistic. I am optimistic. That's our word for today. It's 10 o'clock. I got to go get ready to get on my job. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. I hope that you spark joy all over the place. Peace, loved ones.